Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to episode 4 of Fandom of the Beard. Today's topic is going to be comic books, which I've got the biggest nerd boner right now. Like I'm trying to speak around it to get to the microphone.
Yeah, it's a little in my way. I just need it. All right, there we go. All right, I'm back.
So, again, Chris is not with us. We didn't kill him and leave his body on the side of 410.
Well,
Cough,
we
cough.
didn't.
No, we did not.
So, we have Levin with us. Levin, say something important.
E equals MC squared.
Good, good. And
That
our
is very
guest today
important
is Richard.
Hello.
I don't know why Richard's here. He's not any sort of, well, I guess he's like a Spider-Man expert.
I wouldn't say expert, but
Yeah.
I know some stuff.
He built his own web shooters. What he uses for the fluid is actually kind of gross.
Seemed.
Yes. Let's not dance around the subject. It's jizzism.
Not even all mine.
No. No.
Ropes and ropes and ropes.
I've never been more alone.
It's okay.
Oh,
So-
get your hand off my leg.
So how's everybody's week been? Weeks.
Oh, so much fun. Gosh, the tech support world just got better and better. As did my self-abuse habit with Dark Souls. Oh, wait, no, that got worse. That got way worse. I continued to do that. But I did finally beat the last DLC that's come out.
Nice.
Yeah, it's the Ivory King, the Crown of the Ivory King DLC.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the DLC labeled Open a Vein.
No. That's actually an optional side package.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I got some side pack.
he's. No,
You like
he's,
that side package? You shouldn't. It's my side package.
Yeah, the final boss of that DLC is Lord Bullshit, who resides on Bullshit Mountain, up top his pile of bullshit.
So it went pretty well for you, is what you're.
Oh yeah, no,
you're saying.
it was fucking great. It was wonderful. Definitely didn't die like 30 times. And then it turns out that there are 4 knights that can come and fucking help you with this asshole. Yeah, you can go and find them and they will help you out.
So it's pretty much like you're moving a couch out of your 3rd-story apartment. You get it down to the final floor, and then
And then
there
you
are
find out your
4
neighbor has a winch.
Yeah. and then- no. Then there are like 4 just overly large guys who are standing there, be like, "Hey, do you need help moving the couch, bruh?" It's like, no, fuck you. How about that? But you don't really say that because you're pretty sure that they would eat your lunch.
Have
Yeah.
you make it and everything.
Yeah, I was
and
going to
then
say,
eat it.
they would eat it after I ate it. They would reach into my stomach, pull it out along with my stomach, and eat it for themselves.
Silly
Nice.
Levin, this wasn't for you.
This was mine the whole time.
So how was your week, your exciting life of working at the movie theater?
Yeah. Work at a movie theater. I did get sucked into another character in Wizards 101.
For anybody that doesn't know, Wizards 101 is a mostly free-to-play.
Not even mostly.
No.
You play through a part of the first world, and then they're like, yo, here's the rest of the world and all the other worlds. You just have to pay $7 a month.
Which, I mean, for MMO status, that's not that bad. I'm going to start a new little segment. It's called Mark's Rant.
Oh, dear.
So for any of our listeners who have given their soul over to Blizzard,
Yeah. I play Diablo. What's up?
okay, you play Diablo.
Yeah, I do.
So did you play Diablo 3 when it first came out? Okay, did you hear about all the bullshit with the servers and people couldn't get on, and it was a single-player game. You could not play your single-player game if you could not connect to the Blizzard servers, and the Blizzard servers were trashed.
Yep.
So this week, Blizzard released a expansion for World of Warcraft,
Uh-huh.
and let me tell you about the last couple of days.
Oh, please do. This should be fun.
Let me grab some tissues. So, my friend Nick brought over 2 cards to recharge World of Warcraft because it is, after taxes, about $16.73 a month. So, yeah. So I recharged them, and then there's no simple way to take that money that you put on your Battle.net account and put it into your World of Warcraft subscription. So I had to wait 20 minutes to speak to some uber nerd about how to do this, and he was just like, oh, it's so easy, bro. I don't know why you couldn't do it, bro. Here you go. Here's the link, bro. Is there anything else I can help you with, bro? Yeah, you could shut the fuck up. So
You cannot call me bro anymore, or I will reach through and I will rob you.
Yeah.
What did you say, brah?
I do not need anyone to hold up my man titties. I am perfectly capable of doing it myself.
So I finally get it recharged, and I knew there was going to be a queue. There's always a queue because Blizzard is all like, what server maintenance, tee-hee, rolling fat fucking pile of fucking money, pieces of shit. So,
And they don't have any scalability. Like, it's not like they're using cloud servers. They have a dedicated number of servers to which they are sending it.
Yeah.
And they're getting 1,000 times more traffic. The fucking craziness.
Yeah, because this expansion was, from what I've seen, the most advertised.
Yeah. Well, because they couldn't really advertise the pandas too much. Because people would be like, why the fuck are they putting Kung Fu Panda in my World of Warcraft?
Exactly.
Which still happened.
So,
You don't own the concept, just the character. Her.
Yeah. So then I jump on, and it's about an hour wait. I'm like, okay, fine. Sit there, I wait an hour, jump on, and I mean, I am constantly getting disconnected, freezing, so on and so forth. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. Just fuck this. Turn off the computer. Gave Richard the computer. I'm like, go play your Wizards 101. I'm done. I'm just done. So yesterday, I sit down, and the big announcement, they did server maintenance. It would be up 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which in our time is like 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Bam, logged on. 5,972 in queue.
Nice. I have a friend who is 5,748 in queue. So yeah.
So went through the queue, waited 3 hours. 3 hours in queue to log on to this game. I then got on the game, it went through the loading screen, stopped right before, said could not find character.
Oh,
Kept
wow.
trying to log in, finally kicked me out again. Bam, another 3 hours in queue.
Oh my God.
Now, I will say this, once I was able to get in, it was fantastic. I was able to play, there was no lagging, none of that. Much like trying to date a cheerleader. It is a bitch and a half to get in, but once you do, fantastic. So,
This analogy gets creepier the older you get, Mark.
yeah, I know. All right. So,
I guess the whole time he should have been saying wiggity.
yeah. So then I'm sitting there with my guild, and apparently what they're going to do is they are going to put a cap on the servers, which means nobody can create new characters on certain servers, which doesn't fix the problem.
No, it does not.
And another guy was sitting there, he's like, well, you know, I've never seen it be this bad and blah, blah, blah. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm going to bring you back about 3 years with Diablo 3. Mm-hmm. And I guess that's my biggest bitch is Blizzard, get your shit together. You are a multi-million-dollar company. You are one of the biggest MMORPGs in the fucking world. Get your shit together.
I'm pretty sure they're the biggest. I don't know of anybody else who can compete with WoW.
Yeah, no, I can't think of anybody either.
Like, the closest I can possibly think of is Lotro, Lord of the Rings Online. But even that has waned off significantly since this new expansion. Big time. Like, there's no way they're competing now. So.
Well, and I'm sitting there, and they've added things on World of Warcraft. You can now have a garrison, which is a house, which MMOs have done before. You now have a team of people that you can send on missions to bring you back supplies, which Star Wars did. Everything that WoW is getting now, Star Wars Galaxies had before. Holy crap, Blizzard, get your shit together.
I feel like this deserves not just a laugh, but a President Bush laugh.
Honestly, if we ever start merchandising, we're gonna have the Fandom of the Beard logo, and then on the back it's just gonna say "Blizzard, get your shit together."
Yes.
Because I'm like, get your shit together. That's that.
So, Marvel or DC? Let me answer for you. Image Comics, bitches. I fucking love Image. They're fantastic. It's the folks who made The Walking Dead, but they also make my favorite personal comic, Invincible. I fucking love it. It's an excellent comic.
I've actually read a lot of Invincible.
Yeah, so you know.
I've
Really?
not read any of it.
So let me tell you how good this comic is. It starts off, there's this teenage kid. His dad is the Superman of his world. Just fucking indestructible, badass, super speed, super strength, flight at super speed, and all that good stuff. 9 vulnerability. He beats down all the really big shit that other superheroes in the world can't really handle. His name is Omni-Man. He's a bad motherfucker. This kid's a teenager. He's working at Burger Hut, or Burger Mart. Burger Mart it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he's a teenager. He sees his dad do all this cool shit. His mom's just a regular person. And one day he goes to throw away the garbage. It's a particularly heavy bag of garbage. So he hurls it up with all his might, and it flies up into the fucking sky and out of sight. And he goes, finally. Yeah. That's how the comic starts. And it only gets better from there. It is, the characters are actual people who I believe, like they have real motivations and respond to them like real people. They're not just trying to be paragons for the sake of being paragons. They are trying to be paragons because, by God, what else are they going to do with this power?
I would rob a bank.
And then you'd get beat to shit by the 400 superheroes who think otherwise. Like, that's the...
See, I think my favorite part of Invincible is, I mean, it's definitely poking fun at your Superman, your Batman.
Oh, yeah, that too.
It pokes fun at Avengers. I mean, it's just all around like, hey, you know how much you like Marvel and DC? We're going to put it in dry.
Bite the pillow, son.
Yeah. Well, the thing is like their Batman type character lives in a city that it never turns day. It's always night.
Oh, yeah.
You should know by now that we don't care about spoilers here.
Yeah.
So the Omni-Man character turns out to be a bad guy. And it's like if Superman had a son, and then you find out that Superman was sent here by the planet Krypton to take over Earth.
Yep. Because that's exactly what the fuck happens. Like, he's sent by his original planet to prepare Earth for the takeover of his race. And they are all that strong, that powerful, that fucking ridiculous. And they're not dependent on a yellow sun for it. They just are that.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z did it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
well, yes and no. Because they also didn't have any sort of explanation as to why when a Saiyan boned a regular person, what popped out was a Saiyan. So...
Saiyan genes are stronger than human genes by default.
Saiyan genes are stronger
but
genes than...
That doesn't actually... That's not a real thing.
It's also why if you have a higher testosterone level, you're more likely to have a boy. And...
Yeah.
So...
And then we all stroked our beards.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the... I mean, I'm not like a genetic physicist or, rocketeer.
A rocket surgeon?
Yeah, rocket surgeon.
Yeah.
No, I am not the rocketeer. Why do you keep asking me?
That's the one whose theme song goes ba-ba-da-ba, right? That's all of them.
Yes.
That's all of them.
No, dude, the Rocketeer was fantastic.
Oh, absolutely. Don't get me wrong.
Just the comic book alone was fantastic.
I actually didn't read the comic book.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about like I think it was Disney that put out that shitty movie.
Where it looked like a bullet?
Yeah. Well, no, it looked like a fucking vibrator soaring through the air.
I was a kid, so it looked like a bullet.
I was a kid and I went through mommy's closet. It was a vibrator flying through the fucking air.
Icky.
Yay, flying dildos! I didn't realize this was a Senate hearing.
Yeah. So the Rocketeer comic book.
So the Rocketeer comic book. Does he look like a vibrator in the Rocketeer comic book?
Yeah. there's no way to deny it. The comic was made back in the time where it was right around like I Love Lucy and those type of shows. So I mean,
and oh boy, does he love Lucy.
So that you don't like anything by DC or Marvel?
No, of course I do. Of course I do.
Okay.
I'll shit on DC and Marvel because they have several unethical business practices and things of that nature. But as far as their actual comics go, I'm a big Marvel fanboy over DC just because to me it seems like their characters have more depth. But that's one man's opinion, of course. Because we discussed this with Batman in the first episode. You know, we know all that there is to know about him. He is Batman. You can't really... He's a straight man. You don't learn more about the straight man because he's just... That's all he is.
And I thought about what you said. Batman being the straight man, we don't learn anything more.
Right.
I'm going to kind of revert you back over to Hush. No, I'm not telling you to be quiet. Batman Hush.
Doesn't ring a bell. I know. Shut up and tell me.
No, you don't know who the villain Hush is?
No.
Really?
Really?
Okay. I mean, just one of the... Whatever, anyway. So
He's one of the villains. Okay,
right.
So...
But in that entire series, it goes more into Bruce Wayne's past of his father being a surgeon, some friends that he had. Thomas Elliot is Hush. I mean, the Hush comic, it brings out his past. It brings out the fact that Bruce Wayne wants to share his life with somebody. That Batman does. That's the start of him and Catwoman's...
romance.
Fucking.
I was gonna... Well, yeah, no, they just...
Let's not romanticize Batman. It's Batman.
He is the most fit person in the world with an unreasonable knowledge of martial arts. One of them must be the Kama Sutra in violent form.
Yes.
That was a valid point. I'm just going to chalk that one up on the chalkboard over here.
Yeah.
That's to me.
Have you seen the actual Batman that College Humor has done?
No.
Dude, it had Patton Oswalt as the Penguin.
That's
and
amazing.
It is like the worst possible Batman ever. There's a point where he's holding this bad guy up on a rooftop, like Batman does over the ledge.
Yeah.
And he's all like, the guy, who are you? He's like, I'm Batwayne. Bruce Man. Oh, damn it. And he just drops the guy. He drops the guy off the ledge.
I had heard of that, but I didn't think it was an actual thing. I thought it was just a comic that I'd seen, because that's really fucking funny.
No, they did that. They had Patton Oswalt as the Penguin, who, if they ever do the Penguin in the Batman movies, it needs to be...
Dick Cheney.
No.
He's already the Penguin, though.
No.
It's not even a leap.
Okay, just because he looks like the 1966 Penguin.
He also makes that face. Like, really. It's really frequent. And just... For those of you who can't see, I'm lifting my lip up in a very Penguin-like fashion.
No,
So Patton Oswalt really needs to do it, huh?
Yeah, Patton Oswalt needs to be the Penguin. Okay, right now, let's cast the perfect Batman movie.
Oh, God. All right.
We're going to leave Ben Affleck as Batman for right now, and then we'll revisit.
Yeah. We'll revisit who would be the best Batman, you think?
Okay.
All right.
Who would be the best Joker?
Heath Ledger back from the dead. 100%.
No. Someone who's still alive.
It has to be someone who's still alive?
Yes.
All right. Because you didn't ask. We didn't set any parameters. So we set it has to be someone who's alive now?
Yes. And you can't go back in time and be all, so-and-so from 2 years ago. No, okay. I want current actors.
Current actors in their current state?
Yes.
Gary Busey, but he doesn't know he's playing the part. He just put in makeup. Gary Busey. Admit it, that would be really fucking great.
It would be fantastic. He would just like bust on and be all like, Gary Busey has something to say. It's like, no, you're the Joker. He's all, who the fuck's the Joker? I'm Gary Busey. No, okay.
Wait, Ben Affleck as Batman?
Yeah.
Matt Damon
as
the Joker.
No, Matt Damon is Alfred. Because let's be serious, Matt Damon is Ben Affleck's bitch and everything.
Oh. Yeah, that's Robin, right? Oh.
Yeah. No, okay, the guy from Heroes, the one that played Peter Petrelli.
Oh, okay.
As the Joker.
Really?
Think of that. Let it sink in.
I could see it.
I guess. I mean, it could be done. He has the look, but I don't know if he...
He has the acting chops.
Could he?
Yeah.
What else has he been in?
He was in Heroes.
Yeah.
He does a lot of voice work.
Yeah.
Oh, he does?
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, if they ever do a Batman Beyond movie, I want Mark Hamill to play the Joker.
Oh, please, yeah. God, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he came back for the Joker Returns in Batman Beyond.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
That was that was one of the things that people were like, okay, maybe he is a decent Joker, because that one was a lot darker than the Joker from the actual animated series.
Oh, hell yeah. Had to be. But also, like, he's already said that he won't do any more voice acting unless it's the Killing Joke.
Yes.
He said if anyone does the Killing Joke, he said he would do it for that. And I was like, oh my God, that is hardcore.
I don't think that DC Animation would ever do it, because there's a giant, like, the Joker raped Batgirl undertone.
Yeah. It's pretty
It's not
strong.
even an undertone. There are pictures of it.
Yeah. It's pretty... Well, now, there aren't any actual explicit images of him doing so. Like,
Not explicit, but
It's
there
heavily
are...
implied.
I mean...
It's really heavily implied, but it's not actually shown.
No. It is not implied. It is actually said. It is said that the Joker raped Batgirl. Because when Gordon is going through the Funhouse roller coaster, he has shown pictures of a naked, defiled, shot Barbara Gordon.
I knew that she had been shot, and I didn't realize she had been defiled.
Yes.
So yeah, that would be really fucking dark. I don't think DC Animation is going to pull that one off. Maybe if they take away the raped aspect of it, but even then, like...
Yeah.
Not even just that, but all of the DC movies now has been, like, in the New 52 timeline.
It's also been Cyborg.
Oh, God, yeah. He's been in fucking everything. Stop shoehorning Cyborg. Stop it. We don't like him. We don't want him. Get him gone.
But aren't you excited for the movie?
No.
What about his random appearance?
No. Do you like this thing about Cyborg? No. No, I don't.
I liked him in Teen Titans.
Well, yeah, because it was Teen Titans. That was... Let's just throw some bullshit together, because the comic for Teen Titans was completely fucking different than the show for Teen Titans. Yeah. And the show for Teen Titans was awesome and super, oh my God, my childhood.
The comic book was, hey, let's see who we can kill off this week.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so...
God, the comic was like
Dick
fucking
Grayson bang
Torchwood.
both Raven and Starfire.
Let's reel it back in. Okay, we have the Joker.
Right,
Two-Face.
So John Boehner.
What's he been in?
He's a senator.
Dude, stop shoving politics. We're going to do an all-political Batman movie with Dick Cheney as the Penguin. And
well, I wanted Dick Cheney, not just because he does the
We all know you want Dick Cheney.
I do want Dick Cheney. I want him.
No.
But no,
I don't know who...
Yeah, it's a really tough call.
The guy who did Two-Face...
He was okay. He wasn't...
I thought he was fantastic. Okay, have you read the Long Halloween? Or the Longest Halloween?
Nope.
Okay, Chris Nolan, I think, was reading that book while he was directing the movie. Because the rooftop scene that had Dent, Gordon, and Batman all talking about how to save Gotham ripped straight from the comic book. I Believe in Harvey Dent ripped straight from the comic book.
Oh, wow.
Scene for scene.
Nice.
Yeah. And then, again, with all three of them as Dent turned into Two-Face, Gordon, and Batman, again, scene for scene.
Yeah.
So,
well,
I mean...
that being the case, I mean, if... I'll trust your opinion on it because I haven't read that particular book. Because most of my Batman opinions come from two sources, which is the Dark Horse comics and the animated series when I was a kid.
Okay.
Yeah. Which, yes, I recognize sends my opinion in different directions. I get that.
No, it's completely understandable. Mm-hmm. I mean, a lot of people's first exposure to Batman was the animated series. Mm-hmm. Mine was Michael Keaton and Kevlar. Yeah.
By the way, Kyle's theme totally goes with the Batman theme.
Yeah, it does. I'm just going to throw this out there real quick. Batman Returns, fantastic movies. Tim Burton did a great job. Danny DeVito was probably the best Penguin I have seen.
Yeah, he was really amazing.
Besides Patton Oswalt.
I haven't seen it, but
Dude, I'm telling you, Patton Oswalt, perfect Penguin. The Batman Forever and Batman and Robin.
No.
They were trying to be campy while trying to be serious and have bat nipples. Done.
His was the only suit with bat nipples.
Yeah.
That's fucking ridiculous. And the real awful part about that is that the bat suit for Batman had nipples, but for Batgirl, no, that'd be obscene and ridiculous.
That'd be hot, dude. That was Alicia Silverstone in the, what was it? It was like early 2000s.
I know.
Dude, I'm sorry. She has a special place in the spank tank. Okay, so we've got Joker, Two-Face. Oh, Mr. Freeze.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, obviously.
I hate you.
Dude,
I hate you a lot right now.
Oh my God. I'm going to drag my sack across your face. The thing is Mr. Freeze is all suit.
Yeah.
Mr. Freeze is a very scrawny, skinny dude. Mm-hmm. He is all suit.
So you can really shave the head of anybody and he'd be good.
Oprah.
Well, I'm trying to think I think Johnny Depp would be an excellent Freeze.
I want Johnny Depp to play the Riddler.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I do too.
Yeah.
No, you're 100% right. That'd be amazing. Then that leaves... Who do we do?
I mean, Jason Statham could be fucking Mr. Freeze.
No, he could not. I'd open up his mouth when this would come out.
Yeah.
That's not going to work for Mr. Freeze. He's not Cockney, he's a scientist. Real proper scientist. Who doesn't say words like proper?
Yeah.
Who's the best suit you can think of? Oh! Neil Caffrey, the guy who plays Neil Caffrey from White Collar.
Matt Bomber?
Yes, Matt Bomber. Freaking shave his head and let him get skinny, and he would be an excellent Freeze. Without his scruff, without his facial hair.
I will take your word for it because he was on an episode of American Horror Story playing a gay dude trying to bang Michael Chiklis.
He's got the chops.
So, I'll take your word for it. I would also, okay, Clayface, I'm just going to nominate Kim Kardashian's ass.
Yes.
And not Kanye West, like her actual ass that was trying to break the internet.
Butt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although, I don't know if you saw Pam Poovy's ass fixed it, so, it's all good.
Who?
From Archer. Pam from Archer, the blonde.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude. Fucking Archer. That's all I got to say.
I love it. I love that show. So good.
You seem like you have some sort of issue with Ben Affleck being Batman.
I'm awaiting results.
Okay. I want you to take the time, and I think it should be out on DVD soon. Watch Gone Girl.
Okay.
Watch it with the sound off. And just look at Ben Affleck now. He's already going through his Batman training, which apparently he got with Hugh Jackman.
Damn.
To be muscular and the Batman.
Nice.
So in Gone Girl, his shoulders are much wider. I mean, he's got the biceps, and he's constantly like wearing a t-shirt or whatever. But like, you see him walk on screen, and I'm not a gay dude, but I'm like, he fills out that t-shirt pretty well.
Well, I mean, you don't have to be gay to appreciate a pretty man, I think.
Kinda. I'm just giving you shit.
Whatever. By all means. Ain't shaking me. If Joss Whedon asked me to suck his dick, I would. Out of respect.
Out of respect. So,
and just watch. We're gonna
just
watch. Go ahead and edit this part out. Just fucking watch. We're gonna be at we're gonna like this takes off. Fucking Joss Whedon comes to visit us, and it's like, so I listen to your other episodes, and so Levin.
I want you to put on this Iron Man mask. Call me Jarvis while you blow me.
Really so one is the guy from The Big Bang Theory would be Mr. Freeze.
Jim Parsons.
Sheldon or something like that.
Jim Parsons, yeah. The guy who plays Sheldon. He's actually scrawny enough. That would work really well.
Yeah,
That'd be perfect.
Yeah, he'd make a really good Mr.
Yeah,
Freeze.
scratch Bomber. Let's put Parsons in there. Hell yeah.
Yes.
All right, so who else?
Those are really the main gallery of villains.
Right, for villains, but there's also Batgirl or Robin or Nightwing.
Poison Ivy.
I would say for Batgirl, I want Karen Gillan, but that's just because I want a hot Batgirl.
It's ruined for me only because I've seen her in Selfie.
Oh?
As a self-absorbed twit.
Cunt.
No, twit. And yeah, I couldn't see her as Batgirl.
She's also pretty tall. We wouldn't want a Batgirl taller than Batman.
Well, I mean, and that's all down to fucking props and shit. You've seen Pirates of the Caribbean. Johnny Depp's shorter than every single person on that set. And looks shorter than absolutely
No, let's just make this simpler. You've seen Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Uh-huh. You've seen Mission Impossible.
I have not.
Tom... Okay.
No,
I'm just going to gloss over that one.
No, Tom Cruise is a twit.
Right, but he's also 5'4".
Okay, he's a tiny twit.
Right. My point is, in Mission Impossible, he does not look short at all, ever. He's a fucking main character.
So is Danny DeVito, motherfucker. Let's see you make Danny DeVito 6'1".
You can. It's possible.
Yeah.
CGI.
Yeah. Which would be hilarious because he's kind of pudgy, so that'd be a really large, really tall guy. That'd be really funny. So, who do you think for first Robin and then Nightwing, potentially?
So the Dick Grayson.
Yeah, it's Dick Grayson. So he would be Robin in one movie and then Nightwing a couple movies later.
Well, I mean that's two actors. I don't know child actors, so I mean really anybody could be.
I suppose.
Dick Grayson.
Okay, well then let's just cast Nightwing.
Oh, dude, they already did.
I didn't realize Nightwing was going to be in this one.
No, I'm saying the Dark Knight Returns. Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, yeah.
Would be
Dark Knight
the
Rises.
best.
Yeah.
Oh, did I say Returns?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
I could see it, yeah.
Yeah, I just Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Nightwing.
Also, just on that particular note, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, that is, major props to him for the first movie that he wrote and directed, being one in which he starred as a sex addict whose girlfriend is Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, way to go.
Weren't you watching that the other night?
It made me very uncomfortable.
Don John? Yeah,
Really?
It's actually pretty deep.
I can't... The volume on that movie is horribly off.
Yeah, it is that
so
too.
I was like, I can't hear these guys talking, so I turn it up. And then he starts watching porn, and I'm like, I don't want people to think I'm watching porn, so I turn it down.
Who's Commish?
Gary Oldman. Keep Gary Oldman.
Keep Gary Oldman and Commish. Always and forever.
Dude, Gary Oldman could play Batman, Robin, Nightwing, the
oh my
Joker,
God, one-man show of Batman.
Don't shave the mustache for
Don't shave any of it. I'm Batgirl.
Yeah. It's Gary fucking Oldman. I wouldn't be surprised if he was in studio with us right now as a wall. That guy is a perfect master of disguise. He's just going to come out and be all like, I'd like to be on the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure,
Cool.
Sure, Gary Oldman. Richard, get him a mic right fucking now. Why? You should have been expecting Mr. Oldman. Come on.
But he's a wall.
You always expect Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
Just look over there and already a microphone at the wall.
What the? The wall's gone. There's a microphone in its place, and the microphone starts talking like Gary Oldman.
Rip off a mask. Oh, I'm Gary Oldman.
No.
I'm Gary Oldman.
Levin's all, who am I?
Oh, well, now I'm
Matt
faceless. Matt Damon.
Everybody gives Matt Damon shit. He's
fantastic and brilliant. He really is a very smart guy.
Oh yeah, no, he's very smart. He's an okay actor. Like he can pass for most things. He can pass as someone angry from New Jersey, or someone angry from New York, or someone angry from the end of the world. Because I watched Elysium.
Okay.
How
was that?
It was Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
That's what it was. It was Matt Damon. It was okay. Yeah, but I want to see Johnny Depp as the Riddler.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That would be highly disturbing.
Yeah, he'd be good. He'd be. Oh.
I mean,
He would probably be as disturbing as the Riddler as Heath Ledger was as the Joker.
yeah,
I would think.
yeah. That has got to be the saddest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Heath Ledger played the perfect role.
And it killed him.
Yes.
Yeah. Ugh. And therein lies one of the many reasons why I don't want to be a professional actor. The first of which being I don't want to suck anybody's dick except Joss Whedon's. The second.
Call me Jarvis when you're done. He just turns really creepy. With a mouthful of cock, tell me how much you loved Buffy. That's all I can see.
It's hilarious. It's also awful.
That's right. Firefly never ended for me.
Jewel State would make another excellent Batgirl. The Kaylee from Firefly.
Oh, yeah, okay. The one redhead from Firefly. Yeah.
Yes.
But that wasn't the dude.
Yeah. The problem is Iron Man is objectively a better hero than Batman. You hate mail.
How is Iron Man a better hero than Batman?
Oh,
A
this
better
is
hero?
easy. Really easy.
Okay.
All right. So, to start off with, what does Batman defend?
Gotham.
Which is a city. What does Iron Man protect?
Iron Man.
Incorrect.
Very correct.
Iron Man protects Earth,
No, Iron Man covers Iron Man.
which means
90% of Earth's problems are because somebody somewhere got Stark Tech and fucked with it.
and then he goes and fixes it.
Or he tells
He
the
causes...
Avengers.
Okay. Ow. So, you're right. You were absolutely right. He causes
He's
the
a global
problem.
superhero
and then he
instead of-
turns around and he fixes it. That makes him a better hero.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
that
'cause
makes
Batman
him a
doesn't-
child.
Yeah, because Batman doesn't cause any
of
fucking
and
problems.
solution to-
I didn't say that Batman didn't cause any problems.
But my point
Damien.
is, Iron Man being a Iron Man being a global hero in itself.
He's a global hero because he has to clean up his messes. The dude's an alcoholic.
He's a global hero because he's
Batman's
willing
not
to
an
clean up-
alcoholic.
No, Batman is a fucking nuts in 1,000 other ways. At least Iron Man is perfectly sane. He's an egomaniac. That doesn't make him insane. You think okay?
Yeah,
well, we'll leave that up to the psychologist to debate.
Let's call in our first psychologist, Dr. Hugo Strange. I wanted so bad for Robin Williams to be Hugo Strange. Think about it. Let that, yeah.
Wow.
I wanted
man.
Robin Williams to grow out the beard and play Dr. Hugo Strange.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
Yeah. I do not think anybody could play a better Hugo Strange, except for Gary Oldman.
Yeah. Well, that's because Gary Oldman could be a better you than you are.
Yeah.
Gary Oldman was a different accent for so long. He played so many roles with a non-British accent that he lost his natural British accent. Mm-hmm. That's amazing. That's unfucking believable.
They did it was something on YouTube, but it was the many faces of Gary Oldman and went through all the movies that he had been in. And I'm like...
And you're still watching the video to this day.
I'm about halfway through, and I started it when I was in high school, so, you know...
They just keep adding and adding.
I have hopes that it'll finish up sometime soon. No, I was just amazed at how many things he had been in. Mm-hmm. And Dracula, Fifth Element, Batman.
Yeah, I didn't even recognize him in Fifth Element until someone was like, that's Gary Oldman. I was like, no, that's not. Oh, my God, that's Gary Oldman.
That's like all these villains kidnap Superman's girlfriend. It's all like, oh, I'll get away with it. No, Lex Luthor, you are a man. You are going up against pretty much a god.
Yep. The only reason why you are not immediately dead is because he has compassion for you and the rest of the planet. And instead of scorching its atmosphere by flying through it at his top fucking speed, along with sending cars flying in his wake as he did.
Or reversing time.
Or reversing time. Although, hey, actually, I heard a really excellent explanation for that. I don't know if we actually put it in, but... All right, so when you see him fly around the world so fast that the world starts turning backwards, what's happening is not that impossible physics works and somehow he is flying so fast that the air friction turns the fucking world around and somehow turning the fucking world around rather than killing everything that exists turns it back in time. No. He is flying so fast that the Earth then stops its rotation from his point of view and starts turning backwards because he's flying so fast he's going back in time. That's it. That's why the Earth turns back around.
Right.
Although then he does leave a whole fucking village of people to die at the hands of a fucking dam breaking because he goes and saves his girlfriend, which is fucking hilarious. Oh my God, priorities, bro. Like, those rocks did not go fall themselves. You need to fix this shit. Superman, why didn't you stop that dam? There was a chick I was trying to fuck, and
the power of boners is stronger.
I got a little booty blind. Sorry about that, guys.
The Man of Steel movie was okay.
I hadn't
You haven't seen it? It was actually pretty okay, except that, sorry if I'm going to spoil it for you, he breaks somebody's neck at the end. Just like...
Wow, that's super not Superman.
Yeah, no, General Zod is like using his heat vision and he's going to fry like all of Superman's friends because apparently
it wasn't even his friends. It was a random group of people. Okay.
I thought it was like Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen, like they
Jenny
all decide...
Olsen.
Huh?
Jenny Olsen.
Jenny?
Jimmy?
No.
Oh, in the movie it was a chick?
Yes.
I didn't pay that much attention.
Weird.
They changed Jimmy Olsen to Jenny Olsen and
they just
then made
more.
Perry White black.
Yeah, that's right. It was Morpheus was...
Yeah, Morpheus.
Yeah. You don't laugh. They did it to fucking Fury.
Yeah.
So
fucking Fury.
Nick Fury was originally designed as Samuel L. Jackson in the comics.
No,
No, not the original.
Okay.
But as the current iteration,
The
reason
universe,
why he was
he was meant to look like Samuel L. Jackson.
And that's why he was like, I'd be happy to play that role because it's going to look exactly like me.
Exactly.
Well, that's what the Ultimate Comics was. They designed all of their characters so that...
After real people.
Yeah, after real actors so that they could easily transition them into movies.
It's a good way to do it.
They even had a joke where... like all the Avengers are sitting at a table or something and they're discussing what actors would play them in movies. And Nick Fury says, Samuel L. Jackson. He's the only one that could do it.
Besides the Hoff.
Oh my God.
That was a made-for-TV movie of crap. Anyway, so...
Everyone loves David Hasselhoff, though. Everyone.
Yeah. Even if they don't want to.
No, it makes you love them.
God.
No, anyway, so, fine, random group of people, General Zod is about to fry him, and Superman's like, don't make me do this. Like, snaps his neck with his bare hands, just, welcome to Thunderdome, bitch. Snap, drops the body, and flies off. And it's like,
didn't trap him in a mirror or anything.
No, it's like, what the fuck happened to the Phantom Zone, brah? Like, you just fucking killed this dude. And then the little, after scene is two military people standing there and a drone drops from the sky and Superman lands. He's like, you got to stop watching me. No, motherfucker, you're the most powerful being in the world. The government is going to keep tabs on you, bitch.
Trust me. We're going to need you to wear this. What is it? Thermonuclear warhead.
Yeah.
No big deal.
You guys need to trust me. The last person who opposed you broke his neck.
No! You ripped his fucking head from his shoulders. We can't let you do that again.
Did you forget that you're not in Mortal Kombat anymore, Superman? Just like expecting him to go, fatality.
Fatality.
I like the guy that they got to play Superman because he was actually buff.
Yeah.
Every other iteration of Superman is some pasty, milk-tittied white guy. Richard.
Mark.
We're going to stab you in the childhood now.
Not
what did
childhood.
you think of the new Spider-Man movies?
Honestly, I didn't have too much of a problem with them. I felt like it was actually like watching a couple episodes of like a series. just the way they displayed all the information and all that. I would have liked it if they could have touched on Harry Osborn in the first one, instead of just being all like, hey, here's Harry Osborn, these guys are best buddies. That was my only real problem with it. Other than that, I felt it was awesome. I still watch the scene and I'm like, Gwen Stacy can still make it.
That part bothered me. I will say this. I watched this. We went and we saw the second Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Right. And we're sitting there watching it, and okay, anybody that doesn't know, Gwen Stacy isn't alive. Well, she's alive during the movies, but she does. I mean, it doesn't turn out well for her. So
she's a bit deadsy.
So she's falling through the clock tower or whatever it is, and Spider-Man's reaching for her, and the entire time I'm like, it's Emma Stone. They're not going to kill her off. They're going to save her, and it'll piss me off, but it'll be okay because Gwen Stacy's alive. And Spider-Man shot web. You know, how do I shot web?
Up and away web.
Yeah. He shot...
Fly web.
He shoots his webbing, and they do this little CGI thing where the webbing's going towards her, and then it looks like the webbing is like a hand reaching for her, and I'm like, oh, right in the feels. Thanks, Sony. Jesus, what the fuck is wrong with you people? And it hits her in the chest, and it stops her right off the bat, and she slams her head into the and like they double KO her.
Yeah, they really do.
You hear the neck snap. She hits the she hits the back of her head, which I mean, physics would have split her head open and would have been just
yeah, but
brains.
that would go from like PG-13 to R
to NC-17 is what that would do. They'd be like, we can't show that in this.
Fucking Faces of Death style, like that bad. There's no way that should have been a closed head wound.
No,
none
I agree.
whatsoever.
Well, I'm gonna go with her hair covered the wound. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
That's all I can think of.
They didn't want to make Peter Parker just like scoop up her head.
Oh,
like,
God.
No, you'll make it.
No,
you'll make
please.
It, just
God.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm old enough.
Just...
I kind of like I've seen footage. They didn't want Spider-Man to JFK her. God, I feel bad saying
Yeah, that's really terrible. Oh, God. You are a terrible human being. We need to get you a pillbox hat.
Yeah. Well, Spider-Man 2, he was wearing all sorts of weird costumes. If he had like a Jackie Onassis costume, scooping the brains back into it. Like
oh my God.
I would have teared up, but it would have been from laughing so hard.
I would just walk out and be like, I can't. Nope. That was it.
No. So then, like, they made sure that she was dead.
Yeah, they snapped her spine and broke her dome.
I knew it was coming. Gwen Stacy doesn't live.
Yeah.
Period.
No. Well,
but it was Emma Stone. And
yeah,
so I can
I'm
understand
thinking,
that.
okay, she's got the star power to just like read the script and be like, I don't like the last page, guys. Be alive.
There's this last line where I hit my head and I die that I don't like. That's not okay.
I say this line, it's like, snap.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy reading that. I'm going to improv a bit.
It was...
Go ahead, are you okay? Yeah, I'm good. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, Golden, thanks.
Okay.
No, I'm fine. You saved me. I'm totally fine. And
Let's go to
everything's
London.
fine. Let's go. Let's make out right now. Because you saved me and you deserve it.
It's just... Oh, it was so horrible and heart-wrenching. I have no urge to see the Fantastic Farce. And I don't want to see Ant-Man.
No, I have no need to see Ant-Man.
Okay,
like
I don't understand why they're making that movie. The character, okay, even if they don't do Hank Pym, who was an alcoholic and a known wife beater, damn near killed the Wasp I don't know how many times, and not on the battlefield, just like, bitch, where's my dinner? Smack, smack, smack.
Feed my ants too, because they're kind of hungry.
Yeah. Then they're going to do the other guy.
Scott Lang.
Yeah, Scott Lang, who was a thief, and not like, I'm going to rob a bank, but I'm going to sneak in your house, tie you up, and steal all your belongings, and
leave
horribly
you
scar
destitute.
your children.
Fun.
No! No, absolutely not.
No, that's
he's
a really
got that
terrible...
whole moral thing where he gets better, though. Hank Pym just never really gets better.
Oh, great, yeah.
No.
Yeah,
And this is coming from a guy whose favorite superhero kills people. I love The Punisher.
Yeah.
But I refuse to watch a movie where the main hero is just, no. And they're going to have Michael Douglas playing Hank Pym. I mean, it's perfect because Michael Douglas is drunk all the time anyway.
Does he know he's playing the role?
Probably not. Catherine Zeta-Jones probably wheeled him into the sound law, was like, okay, honey, go have a drink. And he's like, booze.
Smacks around Wasp in the movie, and you're like, no, dude, we can't put that in there.
I know, right? The one playing the Wasp, and Michael Douglas just walks in and be like, damn it, Catherine, smack. And they're all like, your name's not Catherine. No urge to see an Ant-Man movie.
And why? They don't need Ant-Man if they're having Tony
Exactly.
Stark make Ultron.
Yep.
Oh, for God's sake, put fucking Wonder Woman in a movie.
They
Or
are.
Black
They are.
Widow. Or any of the other female superheroes, for God's sake.
Like in their own movie is what you're saying.
Yes,
And
that's
Wonder
what I'm
Woman is
saying.
going to have her own movie.
Yes,
So
great,
is
finally. So DC
Black
gets...
Widow?
Yeah, Black Widow's going to have her own movie.
Good. It's taking too long. Hurry the fuck up.
Well, I'm sorry, Scarlett Johansson just shot another human out of her vagina. She's a bit, down in...
I don't mean that the Black Widow movie needs to happen right now because, by all means, feel free to recover, ScarJo. We want... Feel free to recover. That's not a problem at all. You take your time.
I did want to touch base on one thing. Superheroes aren't allowed to have parents.
And that does kind of make sense. It's a really easy target for every supervillain ever.
No, it just... I mean, The Flash has a mom.
Yeah.
No, the mom died.
Did she?
What the fuck?
Yes, the father was in jail, the mom died.
Right.
You remember
Neat.
Yeah,
through the whole Flashpoint, the
Yeah,
whole point
he
was
went
him going
back.
back in time to save his mommy and
And
completely
that
fucked
point
every
right
power.
there
Yeah.
fucked the entire DC universe.
Yeah. Spider-Man isn't allowed to have parents or an uncle. And everybody is taking pot shots at May. I mean, she was pretty much fucking Doc Ock for a while, so that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all know what happened to Batman's parents.
What
What
happened?
happened to Batman's parents?
They went on vacation and never came back.
Oh, that's really sad
those
for him.
Yeah.
Dicks.
No, they pulled an Abe Lincoln, went to go see a movie and got shot.
It was
Abe
a
Lincoln,
place,
another
sir.
awesome beard.
Yeah. Let's see, who else? I mean, Superman doesn't have anyone.
Yeah, Superman's... Everyone is gone.
Yeah.
Hey, you know that kid you used to play with as a baby? You know, the one that your parents took you on play dates? He got blown up.
Yeah.
Blown the up.
What, Iron Man. We all know his dad. I think he died.
His dad's dead.
Yeah, well, I know, but I can't remember if he died of old age or
I-
assassinated or something, but I haven't heard
Alcohol poisoning.
Yeah. I haven't heard anything about Tony Stark's mom.
Probably random hooer. And he's like, oh, no, that's Stark property.
You're not, though.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, nobody has parents.
Tony Stark just has like the Stark Industries like tramp stamp that's just got wider as he grew
Thor.
up.
Thor has parents.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Thor's
but one
mom
takes
died.
like an hour nap or like a year-long nap.
Yeah.
But he has parents.
No, his mom died.
Oh, yeah.
Gave that
Yeah.
bitch the Odin dick.
No, the mom died. Yeah, nobody can have parents.
They
Finished
finished
it?
the Naruto manga.
All right, fuck spoilers. What happened? Who became the hoagie sandwich or whatever?
Kakashi became the 6th Hokage.
Nice.
Okay. Like, let's put it to a vote. American or Japanese comics?
Oh, don't. No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Why would you...
There is a gun to your loved one's head, and you have to choose.
I take the gun away from the bad guy and
No.
shoot him in the dick.
You have to choose.
Arms bound, gun to the beard.
No! Not the beard! Oh, God.
So,
All right.
American or Japanese?
Just give me a moment, you monster. American.
Really?
American, absolutely. I don't want my comics to have an end.
Okay.
I don't, aside from the whole, I don't like endings thing, I love the idea that the story of a hero can continue. Granted, I do think that the character should pass on. It's the idea that you can be a symbol that's so much greater than yourself that it carries on after you do. that you can leave a legacy behind that's more than just a story. I like that. I like that a lot.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what Batman does. He created
Batman,
an image, and he made Batman.
Batman.
Batgroup.
And you do that with a lot of them, with the exception of Superman, who's fucking immortal for some reason. But
Look at my Bat posse. What? Posse. Oh, okay.
Barbara, get out of here.
But I love the idea that you can take this symbol, this paragon, and step into it, fill its shoes. You, an ordinary person, can step up and be this amazing thing when given the opportunity. And instead of it being your birthright, instead of being a thing to which you were born, it's a thing which was either earned or you took or was given to you, or it just kind of was thrust upon you. Like, just, you have no idea. And you take that and you make something good with it, which is, I think, the heart of a good superhero story. But that's why I like American comics more, is because you don't have that as much in Japanese comics. You don't get, greatness thrust upon them. You get, this is what they were always meant to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's much more about fate.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I like to make my own destiny things.
Huh. Richard?
It's hard to make a decision because I like aspects from both.
Go with your instinct and then defend that. That's what I did.
Yeah.
My instinct tells me Japanese comics.
Okay.
Just because... Take Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
It's been over for years.
Right.
Yeah.
But they keep finding ways to add on to it. We're not talking about GT. We're talking about like the new Dragon Ball Z movies and the new person that's been put under Akira Toriyama's wing that's manning the new mangas, like the Bardock episode, the Battle of Gods, all of that. Akira Toriyama still has a firm hand in it, but he's not completely the brains behind it.
Okay.
So in that sort of way, Akira Toriyama is the hero that Levin was talking about. He's training his replacement,
His
essentially.
apprentice. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I can get down with that. What about you?
Yeah.
What about... Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, Mark. I'll put a fist right between your legs. I'll punch you right in the dick.
That would just be funny. Just... All right, guys, and that's the end of that. American.
Why's that?
Because he likes making me the odd man out.
No. It has to do a lot with the art style and the storytelling.
I can't fault you for the art style. American art style. I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah. I like the detail that goes into a lot of the Japanese art style, and sometimes in some of the panels it feels like, the Japanese style gets lazy. I mean, same with the American. You can find all sorts of faults in the art styles in the American.
Well, and something that Invincible actually pointed out specifically about art styles is a lot of comic authors will reuse panels.
Yeah.
They'll take the exact same panel and put it in several places. And the way that Invincible pointed that out was to make a page made up of the exact same panel, which I thought was really fucking funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing you see, though, in Japanese comics is the artist and the author are the same person.
Right.
Yeah. So they have a vision, and then they put
They put their exact vision. And
whereas in American comics, it's not at all that way. You have someone who writes a story, and then someone else entirely.
You got two people with a storyboard.
Yeah.
My thing is with the American comics, you have a story to tell, and you tell that story. With the Japanese comics, it's you have a story to tell, but you'll tell it in 3 months. Some other stuff is going on first.
I think it's more American. I think it has to do with the cultural differences between us. Is we're not patient people.
Right.
We want what we want because we want it right now. We don't want to worry about the backstory and why we got to that. That can be a thing you can add on later, and that happens all the time. Prequels are really prevalent in America.
Yeah.
But in Japanese comics, they want you to know why the character is doing a thing before they ever do the thing.
Yeah.
Right. But what I'm saying more is, okay, take Bleach, for example. Mm-hmm. In the manga, it feels like they kind of ran out of ideas. Like, they made the main hero, his sword broke, and he had to go make another sword. And then they tell the background of the sword and exactly why this is going on, because his mother was...
Quincy.
Yeah, she was part of the opposite faction. It took them, what was it, like 3-4 months to get that entire story out. Because mangas are 10 to 13 pages. Because you find them in the Shonen Jump. But yeah, I mean, that's it, is you can tell a story within, 7-8 issues in an American. But it's going to take them 3-4 months in a Japanese version to get pretty much the same story out. And there's way too much jumping. There's way too much filler.
There is a lot more filler, it seems, in Japanese comics. Would you agree, Richard?
I would agree more that there's a lot more filler in the animes compared to the Japanese comics.
Well, yeah, because there has to be.
The way I see it is the Japanese comics generally always have a final goal. They have these characters, and they're like, these characters are going to do this thing at the end. And that's what we're getting in the middle, is the entire journey to that point. Exactly. But with American comics, it's, all right, what are these guys doing this month?
Yeah, that does seem to sum up the differences pretty thoroughly.
Like, Japanese comics seem like they're more about a journey, while American comics are
about the here and now.
Yeah.
It's what's going on right now, because more is happening.
Like, it's like a movie.
Yeah.
Like, this is going on in the next couple days, while the Japanese are like, this is what's going on in a year.
Yeah.
Whether or not you're into Japanese, American, German, mainstream...
Afghanistani.
Yeah.
French.
Or, the underground comics, or even web comics. We didn't even get to touch base on web comics.
Oh, and I can talk for web comics. Oh, man.
I would like to say, if you're into The Walking Dead and vampires, then check out Blood 1.
I don't know.
I think that was the name of it. It was a web comic. It's being picked up for a real comic by, I think it's Variant Comic Book Company or Dark Horse. One of not the mainstream ones, the ones that aren't either DC or Marvel.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, there's a few that I read religiously.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm a big D&D guy, so I read D20 Monkey, because that one's specifically D&D based.
Yeah.
All of it. And I read Goblin's comic, which is also that's also D&D based, although they kind of stretch the borders of that a little bit. But then I also read, social web comics, like Questionable Content, Girls with Slingshots, and then I read one that's completely out of my norm, which I don't even play paintball, but The Whiteboard, which is a paintball comic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, have you read anything by Blind
Ferret.
Yeah, the production company is Blind Ferret.
Off the top of my head.
Control, Delete.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Least I Could Do.
Looking for
I
group.
read Control,
Looking
Alt, Delete.
for Group.
I read Control, Alt, Delete religiously.
So, the guys over from Blind Ferret, they're the ones that do Comic Bento.
Oh.
The Comic Bento box, which we were fortunate enough to get one of their promo boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fantastic. I mean, it came with a Least I Could Do black and white, which I don't think it's even out on press right now.
It is? It's been out for a while.
Oh, okay. But it's the original Least I Could Do comics redone with the new artist, right?
Well, it was, Least I Could Do was first drawn by Trevor Adams or something, and now the current artist that does Least I Can Do now and Looking for Group, Lardy Soma-ish, he redid...
Were you naming somebody or trying to raise the dead?
He's trying to summon a Shogun. Get him.
His name is Lard. That's all I know, but
okay.
he redid the artwork in his own style, and they republished the comics in that format.
Right on.
And that's what it is, the Noir de Blanc or something like that.
Yeah. Well, they sent us a bunch of different books. I'll put a picture of them up on our Facebook page, or even probably slip them into the YouTube video. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd work.
Yeah.
That'd do well.
But we'll come up with something and get these out to you guys. Because as much as I'd like to keep them, that's not what I'm about.
Yeah,
it's not what
of course.
Levin's about.
No, not at all.
And I'll speak for Chris. That's not what I'm about. But yeah, I mean, we'll get them out to you guys because I would read them once and they'd sit somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, we could hold on to them, but it's much better for us to just let them out of our possession.
Oh, okay. I know a couple of people that are going to be so sad that you didn't bust out in the middle of this with the song. They had entered the contest. Do you want to go on the contest?
Absolutely. There is currently a contest to figure out when I'm going to sing that one song from Frozen. No, not that one. No, not that. The one that the movie was based around. Stop it. You know which one.
The snowman one?
Yes.
Yes, that's the one. So if you can guess when I'm going to sing that particular song, then you will be the recipient of a Honest Amish t-shirt. And if you can get it within about 10 minutes on when the video is actually going to show up, we'll give you a hat and a free surprise as well. It will all be from Honest Amish products. They have really amazing stuff. I personally use them for my beard care. And actually, I've been using Honest Amish Beard Balm as of this last week. Holy crap. Seriously, no joke. My beard feels like silk. It's amazing. Blew me away. They also have given us a promo code to give out to you guys. I wanted to go ahead and remind y'all of it, just in case. It's 10 nerds with a Z 10. So that's 10 NERDZ10. That'll give you 10% off any one item at AmishBeardCare.com. You can also find them in our affiliates page. The link to our page will be at the bottom of the YouTube video.
Yep. And if you're interested in Comic Bento Box, you can go to comicbento.com. You can sign up. It is $17.99 for a month, and you get a good amount of comic books. I mean, I got about 5 trade paperbacks and then a hardcover comic book. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's all really good stuff. And like I said, we'll figure out a way to get that out to you guys. And let's see.
Also want to give a big shout out to Killer Dismount for letting us use their music as our intro. Gotta love them. And of course, as always, thanks to Richard Thurman Entertainment Studios. It's at richardthurmanentertainment.com for all your recording needs. We love him. He's also a cool dude. So go and give him a holler. He's also in our affiliates page, as with all of our other sponsors.
Yep, it is wix.com/fandom-of-the-beard. Gotta figure out a better way to get that website out. Yeah. So on a final note, last question of the day, guys. Levin, favorite superhero of all time. Pick one.
Of all time?
Of all time.
Of all time! Fuck, man. You should have told me you were going to ask me that question. That's a rough one.
Fuck prep work.
Shit. I'll spare you the whole, it's a tie between. I'll spare you that. Deadpool. It's got to be Deadpool. He's fucking hilarious. He's the merc with the mouth, for God's sakes. You got to love him.
You excited about
the Deadpool movie? Why, yes. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm really excited about that.
I was going to ask if you were excited about the calendar I have coming out with me on a bearskin rug for 12 months, but...
Dude, obviously. Yeah, I took the pictures. Why wouldn't I be excited?
Don't know when the beard starts and the rug begins.
No, so Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. You're okay with that?
Only because of...
Yeah.
Look.
Asking all the hard-hitting questions.
Look, what they did to him in Wolverine Origins was obviously fucking awful, but redeemable. Because they did do the whole head choppy-offy thing, and he came back because he has a healing factor. Right. I don't like how they made him, but what they did can work, as long as they don't fuck up anymore.
Okay.
Well, with the X-Men reboot, Wolverine Origins is null.
Never happened.
Never happened, yeah.
Right.
Richard.
Spider-Man.
Of all time.
Of all time. Spider-Man.
Why?
I always felt that he was a lot more relatable. I felt he was like me, just fun and just easy to hang out with. I felt like
Long walks on beach and read a
ladies.
book around Christmas time.
I also thought he had a little more original of a power set as opposed to the regular flying around, super speed, super strength. There's just so much more to his powers than Superman.
Okay.
What about you, Mark? Who's your favorite superhero
of all time? Batman. Hands down.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Pure and simple, he is the greatest detective. There has not been one villain to completely 100% outsmart him. The guy is always 2 steps ahead. Take away all of his gadgets, his suit. What have you got? An amazing detective who can still beat your ass. He is the modern day Sherlock Holmes. Okay, speaking of Sherlock, real quick, I'm going to add this in.
Haven't seen season 3 yet.
No, but did you hear about...
Bandy Stain Cumberquat?
Yeah. Bender Bitch Cumberstick? Yeah. He's going to be Doctor Strange.
Barn Owl Cumstain's going to be Doctor Strange?
Yep.
That's so great for Bandy Wayne Quarflock.
Benedict Cumbersnitch is going to be Doctor Strange. I wanted to see Johnny Depp as Doctor Strange. Now, don't take this episode as we're all circle jerking around a picture of Johnny Depp.
I am.
Well, yeah. But the thing is Johnny Depp's a good actor. He's a good character actor. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, him and Gary Oldman could make every movie known to man.
If Johnny Depp, Gary Oldman, and Leo DiCaprio actually bothered to do Oscar bait, they would all have all of the Oscars all the time. Yep.
And instead, you get Leonardo DiCaprio and, what was his name? Tobey Maguire. Dude, fuck. I mean, like, there are a set of actors that I just wish would join a cult and do a suicide pact.
No.
Oh.
And they are. They're remaking Poltergeist, so, you know.
Oh. Great.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it, folks. If you want to contact us, leave something on the YouTube page or find us on Facebook or go to the website or, smoke signals, flaming arrow on the side of my house I'm okay with.
I'm not.
Well, insurance, so.
Yeah.
I hope you're listening, Trey. I did this for you.
And as always, whether your beard's on your face or in your heart, thanks for listening.